In my unreasonable and at times unethical and slightly diabolical search for the perfect camera, I have stooped to many a level that I'm not proud of. But yesterday was the lowest we've ever attempted. I bought something that I'll regret forever.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So like I told you the other day, there's only two exciting cameras on our world right now, and it's the Canon C100 and the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera Original. OG they call it, for old goat. Greatest of all time. So I'm perusing the interwebs, and Canon C100 is like $7,000. I'm like, okay, let's what's over here? Maybe like a Lego set or something more reasonable. And then I see this Blackmagic Cinema Camera kit, $2,500, and I'm like, it was made in 2013. It should be $30 or something by now. But I messaged him. I was like, would you do just the camera? He had all this stuff. I was like, I don't want all that stuff. And so he's like, I'll do 500. And I was like, that's way lower. Wow. That's an incredible deal. Because on eBay, they're going like 1,000 plus for an auction, plus tax. You know the most annoying feeling in the world? You start vlogging and then someone slowly starts creeping up on you, walking slightly faster than you're going. So they're gonna catch up and have to pass you. And they have their little family and whatever they are. It doesn't get more annoying than that, does it? What are your occupational hazards? Let me know down below and I'll delete your comment. So I see this guy. I'm like, you know what? He has the Nikon to micro four thirds adapter. What was that? Did she do something in my camera? I swear. Generation Z. Little side rant. I got a comment the other day saying, was that the Sony 200 to 600? Not only did I mention it twice in the video, I said, oh, here's the Sony 200 to 600 as I'm showing the wildlife footage. And then later in the video, I'm holding the actual lens, talking about it. Then it was in the description and the pinned comment. You have the audacity to not be able to read or function in today's society. There's children. They're all gonna be like you. Teach them better. Teach them better. So this guy has the original Blackmagic camera with a bunch of batteries, a battery adapter thing that I can use my Canon EOS R batteries in. I was like, oh, okay. And the Nikon to micro four thirds adapter that's 0.58 times. And he had some bullshit lenses, Tokina 11 to 20 or something, 2.8 Tonys, not bad. And some other even equally horrendous lens that was like 17 to 70 or something. It was unfathomable. So I go meet this guy and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna buy the camera for sure, 500. I might also get that Nikon adapter. So we're up at 850 now for those two. And I'm thinking, okay. So I test it out and immediately the camera's shutting off. There's no power whatsoever to it because these little batteries are like, But he actually had the plug-in power adapter. I was gonna buy that thing for like $50. So I'm thinking already saved 50 bucks. So he had that plugged into the wall and then it's working. And I'm trying this Tokina lens. I'm trying to vlog with it, shaky as shit. I can't focus on myself. It's the worst experience of my life. And this adapter, I'm debating it. And then we go to the storage to see if the adapter plate worked, because it didn't. I just brought one Canon battery and it needed two, he said. But then he put his in and it didn't work. And I'm just like, all right, that's nice. Throw it into the package and I'll take it. Doesn't seem to work. And it never did, ever. Even with my two batteries, that thing's busted. It's busted, buddy. I veered off a different path. I'm still being followed. This is my path. There's no thing here. I came this way to be alone, not with dogs. They're bothering me. They're chasing pigeons and robins. That's unethical. It's unethical. So at this point, I'm in his storage locker and I'm debating which to buy and what combination. Should I just get the camera? If I just get the camera, I'm at home with no lens and I'm gonna be mad and I'm gonna have to buy a lens, and I don't know which one. So I'm thinking of getting his Tokina bullshit lens with the adapter. So that would have been $1,000. It's swingable. It could have been done, but then out of nowhere, he brings out this C-mount lens. And I was like, what is that? A tiny little thing meant to be on like surveillance cameras or something. A little Russian lens. It was a 6.5mm Tony 1.4. And I was like, that's pretty wide and tonne-like. And he had the Micro Four Thirds adapter. I tried that and I was like, not bad. How much? How much for that one? He says 200. I'm like, no, I'll give you 150 for that. That's where I feel I went wrong. I bought a stupid lens, a C-mount lens. I spent $650 total. I have this thing, and you know what's the funniest part? It doesn't work, so I figure I'll test it out on my Vegetable Police channel first, because that's what I like to do. When I get a new camera, I just use it as I would in a normal video without anybody knowing I'm on a new freaky camera. Then I'll see if there's any comments like, wow, why does it look so amazing today? What did you do different? It's a cinema camera. So I do it, and apparently my memory card can't keep up with the RAW files. I'm shooting in 12-bit RAW in my living room, thinking I'm a movie, and I get the files back, and you would not believe the pandemonium of these file structures. It made like 18 different files, and they were split up, and they weren't in order, and there was missing sections. And I was like, how am I ever gonna put this together? This video needs to go live. And I'm just like trying to work it, and it was so struggly. Apparently this camera is very specific and needy when it comes to SD cards. You can only use certain ones, and like the newer, fastest cards cannot be read by this old ass technology camera. That's the problem. So you need like this fast enough card that's also really old. And so I didn't know that. I knew that it was needy. So I figured once the SD card's in, it'll say ready, and then we're good. Because I brought like 4 SD cards, and some of them said no card. I was like, those are the ones that don't work. And then finally one did. I was like, okay, we're good to go. I made a little clip, it worked. But when you go on long format videos, birds, things crumble hard. It cannot keep up, it loses frames. It said that. I see the warning now. When I press record, it's going, then warning, flash, oh, run. So there's more money that I have to spend now. Oh, good times. And the reality is, it looks like utter trash with this C-mount lens. I was like, wow, that is bad. It looked fine in the storage room. As I was looking at the LCD, I'm like, okay, it's kind of wide. It looks sharp. I don't know, okay, I'll buy it. You have no idea the pain. In fact, let's switch to it. I'll show you what I was using, the Canon EOS R, and then I'll switch to the Blackmagic, not in RAW, because I can't even use that till the new card comes. Let's go. Okay, so here we have the more than good enough, if not anything overkill, Canon EOS R from 2018, Canon's first attempt at doing this. Not bad. 24mm lens, you got some tonne back there. Now don't laugh at its appearance. It's cuter than you think it would be. This is the cinema. Maybe not the lens so much in your heart. The Nikon cap is unrelated to the Nikon-ness of the actual protruding element of that, whatever this is. Super fantastic. Love the idea. It's a 2 megapixel 1080p sensor, 16:9 ratio, designed for video. And that's why I got it. I was done with this photography game where everything is just designed for photos and, oh, we can do video too. This one tried to do video and it did it. So let's switch. We'll try RAW. I'll show you. You'll see the skipped frames. If I black out for a bit, it's because of my SD card. Let's switch. The cinema is ours right now. So we're in 12-bit RAW. Do you have that? Are you capable of it? I doubted it. Oh, this lens. Oh, that is painful. Do you have any idea what I have to do? Let's record on the old EOS R. Oh, little digital stab, have we? I can't believe how much easier these are to use than that. Oh, man. Okay, so this is what I have to deal with. We're just having this with no monitor. I was trying with that mirror, this little mirror hack, but you cannot judge focus at all. That is impossible. So what I've ended up doing is that somehow. Wow, there's a delay on that. I'm not near the mic, so not bad. There's my setup. I just can't believe how much I hate the image. I think it's just this lens. It's so terrible. It's so wide, there's no tone. The highlights are clipped. I can see the zebras. And there's nothing to do about it. Okay, let's switch over to ProRes because as we've probably seen, it's skipping frames. There's missing pieces at a time. I don't need abductions from aliens. They don't exist. The Earth is flat. Let's switch. Okay, now we're in ProRes Lite. It's not RAW anymore, it's just like a basic thing. I don't even know if this is log or what. It just says film. I'll take it. I'll take it to the bank. So right now, it's very annoying because I have to plug in with an outlet. It's kind of cool that I don't have to worry about batteries ever, but I can't move it anywhere. If I want to go film in the kitchen, I'd have to bring that plug with me and find a place. And then no flippy screen, so you really should like rig it out. And I have reached out to Small Rig. They are coming to the rescue, so you wait for it. They're sending me a little battery plate with batteries, so I can move. And they are actually chipping in for a new lens. It's used, it's a rubbish bullshit lens, but I found a cheap deal. I was like, if you send me some stuff and you chip in for that lens, okay, I'll review your thing. So that could be coming very soon to a theater near you. The reality is, I'm a movie now. I have the cinema. Hey son, what you working on there? You building something? It's amazing. Oh hey Dad, I didn't know you were home already. I was actually. I was building something. I was building you an artificial hip. I was hoping you could walk better and we could go for walks like we used to. Son. Oh, son. We'll go for that walk. Here, give me that thing. I'll put it in. I'll put it in the hip. Are you sure, Dad? It's not finished. It's really just a lens cap right now. And I don't know. Usually they have moving parts, so your hip can like sway and you can actually take a step. I don't think it's gonna work. Nothing I ever do works. I let you down, Dad. I disappointed you. I tried my best. Son, not only am I not disappointed in you, I could not be more proud. You've outdone yourself. Let's go for that walk. Here, give me that thing. Okay, Dad, I believe in you. I'll just put it in. just slides in the hip. Ow. Oh, God. Ow. Let's go for that walk, huh? You coming, son? I should have used a Canon cap or something. Oh, man. You want to hold hands? Maybe later. It's fun. Yeah, that. Just lay down there. Lay down. You'll be fine. A little bit. You'll be fine. Good for you. You made it farther than I thought you would. I'm proud of you. The cinema was ours, my friend. So I still have that Leica Prime 200mm. I wanted to go out and test it, but my batteries right now, even though I have 17 of them, they shut off immediately. Most people get like 20 minutes or so, and it's like, okay, you bring 7 batteries, but mine shut off after 20 seconds. These are older than the camera was. So these are useless. So hopefully the small rig thing, I can leave the house, and then I got a new SD card on the way, and then boom, the cinema might be ours. Although I can't change the aperture on my Leica lens for some reason. So I don't know how I'm gonna expose for the damn thing. You can only do 180 degree shutter or up to 360 degree. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. And yet knock down that ISO, everything's clipping. I don't know how we're gonna get through this, but we'll do it together. And the cinema is ours. I have a cinema camera. It's for video. It looks like horse shit, but whatever, man. It's the lens, I think, and possibly this old filter that's vignetting my ass. Is it better? Doesn't look better. I hate 18mm. I didn't even do the math while I was there. 6.5mm, I should have known. It's like, oh, 18, yeah, that's a bit wide. 18 like Tony 4 right now. That's disgusting. It's disgusting. No Tony. I want my Tony back. Come on. Uh-huh. There's some Tony. Don't touch the microphone. I should have waited till I had teenage girl skin. That's a fail. That's a... What do you think? Good purchase? I think so. I'm gonna leave after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt so I can make my money back. That hurts. I'm pouring more and more money in at all angles, and it's painful. I hate the thing. But maybe with the right lens, joy will be sparked. I'm gonna leave. Subscribe, everybody else saying it?